Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Brandon. I'm designer/gamer. And today we are talking about a very serious topic that concerns everyone, especially concerns viewers of family-friendly content, creators of family-friendly content, and a lot of other people. So this is going to be a very serious video. And I'm sorry that we have to do this, but this is a big deal. It's a big deal, and everyone needs to know about it. And there are things that we can all do to help prevent this or help change it, make a difference. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Sorry for the serious video, but we got to talk about this because things have to change. It's a big deal. So first thing we'll do is talk about what is happening, and we'll talk about how it could impact the channel. I will talk to you guys. Hi, this is going to be a very interactive video. You guys can ask questions. I'll respond to the best of my abilities. And I'll tell you about my plan for the future. First of all, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be making videos for YouTube, for Twitch. I'm not going to stop making videos. So don't worry about that. How I make the videos will likely change, but it's okay. We're going to get through it. So don't worry. I won't leave you. Don't worry, you guys. I won't leave you. I love what I do. I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we protect family-friendly content on YouTube. I believe in family-friendly content, and I think there's a way to protect that kind of content and to also comply with the law. So we're going to talk about that. First of all, let's talk about what COPPA is, if you haven't heard of it or you don't know exactly what it is. COPPA is basically a good thing. It is the Children's Online Protection. Oh, what exactly does it stand for again? Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, I suppose, rule. So basically what it does, it protects children under the age of 13 from being targeted with advertisements, from giving away their information without the consent of an adult or their parent. It's basically meant to protect them. Now, this actually is not a new law. This was signed into law in 1998, I believe. It's not new. But the FTC has not been, they haven't been enforcing it. So platforms like YouTube have been getting away with taking data from children, taking their watch history especially, and then marketing advertisements to them. They knew they were doing it, and they got caught, and they had to pay $170 million. So what they're doing is they are now forcing, I'll show you guys my creator studio. Let me just pull it up here 1 second. Basically, they are forcing creators to decide, and you cannot skip this, you have to pick one or the other. They're forcing creators to say whether or not their video is specifically made for children. Let me show you this. Okay. So in your creator studio here, I'll just show you guys my most recent video. Let's see, advanced. Gaming, where is it? Advanced, basic. Oh wait, I think it's in here. Right here. So, is this video made for kids? Yes or no? I do not make my video for kids. So you'd think, oh, go ahead and mark it as no, it's not made for kids, it's made for everyone. But that is a very complicated and a very gray area, and that's the problem. If we knew for sure exactly what that meant, it'd be easier to comply with this, but we don't. And here is the thing. Let me show you guys a few of the things here for helping you determine if the video is made for kids or not. And this is directly from the FTC, right? This is what they're saying. Oh, this is not it, sorry. Okay, so this is it. First, before I go through this, let me just say, hi everybody. Look at this. I love it that you guys, so I did a poll on my channel. Most of you are over the age of 13, but the problem is that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And that is not going to be a defense for posting videos and saying they're not made for kids. It doesn't matter. These are the guidelines that come from COPPA. Now, the problem is these are old guidelines. They haven't been updated in a long time, and they're very, very vague. So, subject matter. A subject matter that is appealing to children. I mean, honestly, that is such a gray area. Some kids like to watch Fortnite. Some kids like to watch Lego. Some kids like very adult-themed videos. Like, there is just that's such a gray area. And, of course, that could definitely apply to anything on my channel and anyone who creates Lego content. Kids' jokes. I make jokes in my videos all the time. I don't think that they're just for kids, but to the untrained eye, to someone at the FTC, and they are going to be combing through YouTube. They have already said they have people in place to comb through YouTube and identify whether a video is made for kids or not. Music, kids' games, video, computer games, children's TV shows or stars. We don't really have any of that on our channel. Cartoon characters. All of the characters on my channel are basically cartoon characters. I mean, they're animated. They're from a video game. Sports, stories, toys, children's books, fantasy, children's arts and crafts, pets, products primarily purchased. I don't do any of that. Language of the website, in this case on the video, that is simple enough to be understandable to children 12 and under. Short, colorful descriptions, slang and pop culture references. Kids site, okay, let's see, kids only. Fun, yeah, how many times do I say fun in one single video? 15, 20, 30, 6 million? Free stuff, I don't say that. Whatever, cool, duh, games. I mean, this is such a vague, broad, all-encompassing description that it could apply to almost every single YouTuber I watch, even if they don't make kids videos. Let's see, whether the website uses visual content appealing to children. Okay, well, let's look at my page here and let's see if this could be considered. Let's just see if this could be considered appealing to children. What do you guys think? Would someone from the FTC sit here and look at my channel and be like, oh yeah, this is appealing to children? Every single last video on here could be appealing to children. So, this is the big problem. I do not make my videos specifically for children. I understand that there are children that watch my videos, but I do not make my videos for children because I, in real life, am exactly like what you guys see here on my channel. I am basically an adult who loves things that also kids like. So Lego, cartoons, I love family-friendly humor, things like that. Like, that's never going to change. That's me. That's who I am. So you ask, okay, no big deal, Brandon. Mark your videos as for children. Well, wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let me show you what that means. This is what YouTube is saying will happen when you mark your video as for kids. Now remember, you have to mark it one or the other. You cannot just skip this step and be like, eh. By January 1st, you have to have marked your videos. Now, if you don't do it, YouTube will do it for you. They use an algorithm, but we all know how bad their algorithms are at identifying content in the video. So, before we go through this, let me just say hi to people that I haven't said hi to yet. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Recap. So basically, I'll just do a quick recap here. YouTube is imposing, well, it's not really YouTube imposing it. It's the federal government imposing that they are holding YouTube accountable for advertising to small children. So YouTube is passing that on to us, the creators, and even recommending that we get lawyers. They're saying, hey, if you don't understand, get a lawyer. Great. Okay. So the vast majority of us that cannot afford a lawyer, for something like this are like, okay, well, I guess we'll just have to read through this stuff and try to determine ourselves. So they recommend you get a lawyer. I mean, this is not just one of those small, like, oh, they're just fear mongering, whatever. This is a serious thing. And if we don't make changes and if we don't voice our opinions, then it will go forward and you will very likely see most family-friendly content disappear from YouTube. people will not make it anymore because YouTube is a business, right? I love making videos, but I also need to pay my bills. And if I can't make any money on YouTube, I can't spend all my time making videos. I have to feed my dogs. I got to pay my bills. And what this will do, if you mark your video as made for kids, this is what will happen to your videos and potentially your entire channel. When you mark a video as made for kids, the video will have no notifications. Oh my gosh, Matt. That is very, very kind of you to do that. I really, really, really appreciate that. I'm not asking for donations, but it makes me very happy that there are people out there that you guys want to see my content. And honestly, it really moves me that you guys want to see that. Let's read Matt's comment. Matt says, dude, I am so sorry. My son loves you. He calls you his favorite YouTuber, but truth be told, we watch you together. I love to hear that, Matt, because my whole goal with my channel is to make content that the whole family... Oh my gosh, I'm all red. Thanks, Matt. Gosh. My whole goal, you guys, is to make content that I love, that you guys like to see, and that the whole family can watch together. You know, there's so much bad stuff out there. There's so many bad things happening in our world, and there's so much negativity. And I just wanted to have a place where things can be really positive and where both parents and kids could watch my videos and both be entertained. You know, I have no desire to hurt the privacy of children, and I don't collect any information of children, even on my website. When you sign up for my email, all I get in my database is an email and whatever else you provide, name. No other information is collected. I don't collect your information. I don't do any of that. I don't even try to sell stuff to you guys. I just want to make quality content. And so that's why I'm so concerned about this, because I'm not going to make mature content. I won't do it. I will still make family-friendly content. I will still find a way to make quality family-friendly content. I'm not going to swear in my videos. I will not do that. And I think that the unintended consequence of all of this is that a lot of YouTubers will probably make their content much more mature, and kids are still going to watch YouTube. They're still going to watch it because their parents give them phones and say, here, watch whatever you want. But in the future, if this goes through, there will be far less family-friendly content for them to enjoy. They're going to be bombarded with much more mature content, and we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. So when you mark a video as for kids, the video will have no notifications, which means none of you will be notified of a video when I mark it as for kids. You won't be notified. You won't even know it's there. The video will have no comments. You won't be able to leave a comment on the video. No interaction whatsoever with my fans on these videos. The video will not be searchable. This is a big deal. You can't even search for it. If you type in Sheila, Lego Worlds, whatever, it won't come up. It's basically gone. The video will not be suggested or recommended, which means the channel will not grow. If the channel does not grow, I can't keep doing this. I would have to get an entirely different... I'm going to do it anyway. Honestly, I don't make very much money from YouTube, and I have another job. So when I say I can't keep doing this, I'm going to still do this. I would do this if it were just a hobby, but I really, really would love it, you guys, if this could grow into a solid career for me. So I'm going to find my way around this, but this would pose a huge, huge roadblock to that. The video will make 90% less revenue. That's a fact, because basically YouTube will not put suggested ads alongside the video, which means they will just do random advertisements, which do not make. They make about 10% of what the other videos make. So this is a big problem. It's a very, very big problem. And there's a whole other host of issues and scenarios that come up when you mark your video as for kids, and especially if you mark your entire channel as for kids. You will lose the community tab, which means you cannot interact with your fans at all on your YouTube channel. So your channel basically will get buried. It won't grow, and it'll just become this hobby, and it will become this archive for you, right? So it's a big problem. Now, I don't think that COPPA is bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's bad. I think it's very important to protect children, and I'm all for that. But what I'm not all for is the way they are implementing this and the way and the unintended consequences that it would definitely have on family-friendly content. Because what on earth is the difference between family-friendly and made for kids? They are not clarifying that at all. And that's the problem. If you're going to make a law, make it clear. Make it clear. Don't say, oh, you need to get a lawyer to interpret the law. Are you kidding me? You have to make it clear. So here's what you can do. Here's what you can do. Let me close this out. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm going to keep making videos no matter what. Don't worry. The only bad news is Lego, if things don't change, Lego cannot be the primary focus of this channel. It just can't. Now, if you search on YouTube, Lego COPPA, you will find some very big Lego YouTubers talking about how they basically have to completely change all their content. And so I would be naive to just sit here and think I can continue making Lego videos and that I can mark them as not for kids, because I know I don't make them for kids specifically, and nothing will happen. Let me check your comments. YouTube Kids, very good question, Beans. There is an app called YouTube Kids that if parents are concerned about their children being targeted with advertisements, which to be honest is all that happens. You know, if you're watching YouTube, you watch through videos, you get targeted with advertisements, which some people don't mind that, some people do mind that. Now, if that's a concern for you, you can always have your kids watch YouTube via the YouTube Kids app, which is intended for children under the age of 13. Now, this solves that whole problem. But apparently the FTC or whoever, FTC, I guess, was not okay with that as a solution. I don't know if YouTube offered that as a solution, but that is the situation. That's not the option. So maybe if everyone submits their comments to the FTC about this, maybe that will be the resolution. Make the solution that kids use, the Made for Kids or the YouTube Kids app. Let me read some more comments. Jasper says, no notifications for subscribers, not recommendable or searchable. Might as well put everything on private. Exactly. Unless you specifically go to my channel and look for a video and you know where to find it in a playlist or whatever, it's gone. It's completely gone. That's a problem if you want to grow on YouTube. So the problem is some algorithm. So dumb. Yes, that's a part of it. YouTube Kids is absorbing YouTube, not the algorithm, but how YouTube is handling what is determined by the algorithm. Yes. Resistance is futile, says Jimmy. I like that. Star Trek reference. Impossible to build an audience unless you are able to somehow market it entirely through social media. Exactly. And if you are a smaller channel, you don't really have that option. You know, I've got 300 plus followers on Twitter. And unless I promote a tweet by paying Twitter, maybe 10, 20 people will see that tweet, right? Maybe not even that. So that's not really a viable way for me to grow. For giant YouTubers, I can see how you could get around that. Andrew says, come on, that is so stupid. Do they not understand that YouTube channels like this are what inspires people? This is only going to take away people's imaginations. Yes, I agree, Andrew. I don't think their motivations are bad. I think that they really were motivated out of doing good. I don't think that they understand. I mean, these are a bunch of people who don't understand. They're not in the YouTube culture. They don't understand that, yes, there are some predatory children channels, and those can be dealt with. You don't have to penalize all the other channels that try to make family-friendly content. So that's the thing. They don't really understand. So the way we can help fix that and help inform them is by leaving a comment on the FTC's page. Now, let me show you guys where this is, because this is very important. So also, there's a petition out there that I've signed and that a lot of people have signed. 445,000 people so far have signed this petition. Now the petition, let's read through the petition really quick. YouTube viewers and creators petition the Federal Trade Commission to clarify and reconsider the new children's online privacy protection rule regulations on YouTube creators. Shutting off personalized ads on creators' content will cause more harm than good, especially for children. Quality-friendly family content will shrink, while more mature content will grow, yet kids will still be watching, and that is the point. The FTC should not expand COPPA regulations for content creators. Broadening the definition of child-directed to include child-attractive would force many creators to turn off personalized ads. As a result, even more quality content will dry up and more mature extreme content will fill the platform. This is true. Now, this is a big deal, you guys. They're considering expanding the definition from child-directed, meaning made specifically for children, which is not at all my channel, to include child-attractive, which honestly could definitely be considered, my channel could be considered child attractive, and many other channels could be considered. In fact, most channels, if you have bright colors in your thumbnails, or you say fun, or you have an energetic attitude, or you use words like awesome and amazing and things like that, that is all considered child attractive. So that's a big problem. So here's what you can do. Let me show, so you can sign the petition, obviously. I've got a link in the channel description to the petition, so it would be great if you could do that and encourage your parents to do that if you're under the age of 18. Encourage your friends, but also there's a place where you can submit your comments to the FTC. Now there's a link on the petition page to do that, but I also have a link right there on the channel description of the video. Now, so far, how many comments did they have? Quite a few, I think. Okay, wait, this doesn't show you how many comments. This is just where you can put your comment in. But I was looking at the actual page where you can enter comments, and I think it was something like 90,000. Yeah, here it is. 89,218 comments received. So a lot of people are commenting. So it is my hope, it's my hope that they will make the guidelines very clear and that they will understand that as it stands, it's going to hurt family-friendly content on YouTube. Andrew says, Lego is what inspires us to do things that express ourselves. It is what teaches us at any age to use our imaginations. If they kill that, then they are killing the human race. Well, I mean, I agree that Lego inspires creativity, and I think one of the main takeaways is that Lego is not just for children. It's not. Adults of all ages enjoy playing with Lego. They enjoy what it does with their creativity. They enjoy how it makes them grow as a person in terms of expanding their creativity. It's not just for kids. It's not. I mean, there might have been a time when you could have thought of toys as just being for kids, but that's not that way anymore. And I think some of these people at the FTC, a lot of these people are probably older. They're probably disconnected with YouTube and they don't even think, oh, it's a toy. It's for kids, right? That's not the case. It's not only for kids. So that's what you can do. And I really hope that you guys do that, because honestly, if this is going to be fixed or changed, we have to talk about it. We have to let them know that this is a major issue and this affects a lot of us. This is going to mean, hey, Lauren, thank you so much. That's so nice of you to do that. Lauren says, I watch mostly non-kids channels, but I love your stuff. Whenever YouTube messes up, they punish their content creators. Have you thought about making a Patreon? Good question, Lauren, and thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. That goes back to what my motivation is. When I was a kid, one of my favorite TV shows was Golden Girls. Maybe you guys have heard of it. The reason why I love the show so much is because I could watch that with my parents, with my mom and my dad, and anybody, any age, anywhere in between. And we all loved the show. We all laughed. We all enjoyed it. Now, was this made for kids? No. Was it attractive to kids? Obviously, because I knew a lot of kids that also liked it. I loved it. It was great. Another good example are Pixar films. Are Pixar movies made for kids? I would say no. They're not. They are made for families. They're made for adults. They're made for kids. They're made for everybody. And the genius of a Pixar movie or Golden Girls is that anyone of any age can sit there and watch it and enjoy it as a family. They can laugh. They can have a great time. And it's a positive thing. Is it made strictly for kids? I don't think so. I would say no. But if you were to apply these rules, to Pixar movies, what do you think the FTC would say? They would say this is made for kids. Right? Cheetah Productions. Look at YouTube. 90% of Lego YouTubers are adults. Yeah. I mean, you guys, I think there is a very good argument. For saying that Lego is not just for kids. I believe it. So I could argue that very easily. It's not just for kids. But the problem is what they are saying here. They are saying that if you do not mark your videos as made for kids, according to their guidelines, that you could be fined up to $42,000 per video. How many videos do I have? 500-ish on all my channels. Hey Siri, what's 500 times 42,000?
500 times 42,000 is 21 million.
21 million. I know that sounds extreme, and that's not likely to happen. But you just don't know with this kind of stuff. You don't know. They throw stuff out there, they see what sticks. And they will make examples. They will make examples of YouTubers. And that kind of money is career destroying. Completely career destroying. Even one fine would be career destroying. For most people, like maybe not one, but for me, even one fine would be career destroying. So this is a big deal. You love the Golden Girls. Yeah, me too. It's amazing. Some random weeb. It's amazing. And I've always wanted to make content like that. I don't make adult content. I don't. I want to make content that both children and adults love. I think I'm probably one of the few YouTubers that a lot of kids watch maybe that doesn't talk to you like your kids. Yes, I am happy in my videos. I try to sound upbeat. I use words like cool, games. But I don't talk to you like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, because I don't feel like I'm talking to just kids. I know there's kids there, but I feel like I'm talking to everybody. So I'm rambling at this point. But that's the issue. Let's see. Topplenot says they're not worried about who it's intended for. If it's going to attract kids, they blame the kids. They blame you if the kids watch it. Yes, that's just it. That's the problem. I mean, I'm nearly 15 and I still watch Ninjago and some other kid shows. I also watch films that people think are for kids. Yeah, see, therein lies the problem. I still watch Rugrats. I watch Ninja Turtles. I watch SpongeBob. And what is someone at the FTC going to say when they look at SpongeBob? That's for kids. Yeah, maybe. But is it made for kids? I would say no. Blue's Clues. Well, there might be some adults that watch Blue's Clues, but I feel like that's probably very clearly made specifically for kids. So, you guys see the problem. So here's my plan. And here's where the bad news comes in. I always wanted my channel to be Lego focused, right? I love Lego. And I always wanted it to be Lego focused. But the problem is, if I keep the channel focused on what is literally considered a children's toy, I don't see how, at least with the way it stands, I don't see how we could continue in that way. So I'm going to, as they say, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I have already planned on reintroducing other games we've been playing that are not specifically kids games. Things like Jurassic World Evolution, uh, Planet Zoo, and possibly some Star Wars games, bringing those games back to the channel. Now, not as live streams. I think edited videos do better on this channel. So I will live stream these on Twitch, and then I would edit out all the me talking to the audience and just playing the game, and I would post those videos on YouTube. Now, I am not saying I'm not going to do any more Lego videos. And in fact, I'll probably do several more before the end of the year. But if this doesn't change, starting January 1st, you will not see much Lego content on this channel because I can't grow that way and I need to grow. So that's the bad news. But I will still be making videos. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to do my best to comply with COPPA. I'm going to get errors and omissions insurance, liability insurance. That's what a lot of people recommend doing. So basically, it's an insurance that you pay for every month, and you try to do it. It's, for a business, you do the best of your ability to follow the law, and I'm going to mark my videos accordingly as long as the guidelines become more clear. And if I make a mistake, then the insurance would pay for one of those mistakes. Now, I don't know. I need to look into this. I don't know what kind of insurance I need exactly, but there are liability insurance out there. So I'm going to do some research on all that. But the takeaway is I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep making videos. The content on this channel will have to change. I'll have to change my banners. We'll have to change the focus. Now, it's not all bad news, right? I'm a designer, and there are other games. There are other ways to express my sense of design, and there are other ways for us to have fun and play games that don't include Lego. So it's not all bad news. And who knows, maybe with enough people chiming in and talking about this issue and submitting comments to the FTC, things will change and we will be able to save family-friendly content on YouTube. So let me see if I missed any questions. I think I definitely did. Let me zoom out because I'm only seeing a few comments at a time here. Control minus. There we go. Words like cool and awesome are words, not things that are aimed at kids. Another example, The Simpsons, that can be seen as kids show, but adults enjoy it. Yes, I agree. I think it's mind-boggling that they tried to make the definition that broad to say made for kids. I mean, it's just crazy, Lego is epic for any age. I agree. Well, we all love Lego. That's why we're here. Yeah, and I know that, and I'm hoping that you guys will still want to watch the other content that I put on this channel that's not Lego. In the past, pretty much anything that wasn't Lego wouldn't really get watched that much. And I understand. I mean, there are YouTubers that I go to for a specific type of thing. Like, that's what I want to see on their channel. And I don't want to watch something that's not that. There's other YouTubers that I'll watch anything they put up because that's just the way I feel, about that particular YouTuber. Granted, there aren't many YouTubers like that, but there are a few where I don't care what they post. I'm like, I gotta watch this right now, But I understand, I understand that. But I will tell you this, I am going to do my best to keep the games we play stuff that fits with the theme of the channel. So nothing mature, probably some teen rated games, but I've already played some of those and I think that's fine. But nothing with any mature themes, I'm not going to be playing shooter games. I don't even enjoy stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. So nothing like that. But something like Lego, if it's specifically named after a children's toy, that's where we come into a problem. I think something like Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, things like that could easily be interpreted as not being just made for kids. So things like that, Planet Zoo, whatever new games come out in the future, Star Wars, yes, kids like Star Wars, but you definitely could easily make the argument that Star Wars is not made for kids. Stuff like that. So this is all new. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I would love to keep Lego content on my channel. I can't even imagine not making Lego content. But the problem is, you guys, if this does stay the way it is, and they decide Lego is definitely made for kids, we can't live stream anymore. You cannot live stream made for kids. So we wouldn't be able to build Bricksburg anymore. I mean, I could make videos offline, off of a live stream and upload them, which if that's our only option, it is what it is. But I just don't know about the future of Lego on this channel. I don't know. If this doesn't change, I might have to go through and mark every single video of mine as made for kids. At least every Lego related video, which is the vast majority of them, which means revenue would drop off 90% and most of my channel would be invisible. So you guys see the problem. Let me read some comments. Keep Lego to Twitch. It's one option, but my Twitch channel is very small. Here's a link. My Twitch channel is very small, and this, I don't think we can think of this as just a YouTube thing. Sure, Twitch hasn't said that they're dealing with this yet, but I don't see how Twitch or any other online streaming service can avoid this. So I think it's better if we deal with this now than trying to hope that we can get away from it on a different platform. I don't think that'll work. Minecraft. Yes, the only problem with that is Minecraft is also considered targeted to kids. A lot of Minecraft YouTubers are talking about how they're worried about their channel being affected. In fact, I wouldn't even be surprised. There's a YouTuber that I follow who log.zip. He might have even made a video about it. Because the thing with him is I feel like...
Never dig straight down.
I like his stuff. He's really funny. But he definitely sort of talks, kind of like he's talking to kids. And I'm surprised he hasn't made a video about it yet because they've been talking about how Minecraft is definitely made for kids, And I think that if they want to make examples of YouTubers, they're going to go after YouTubers that make content, for anybody, but the definition could fit under made for kids, So that's the thing. It's not just Legos. It's not Lego. It's also stuff. I love seeing Bricksburg live, and I love making live videos about Bricksburg, you guys. And I mean, even if if this doesn't change and we do have to mark those videos as made for kids, it's likely that we will continue building Bricksburg. I'm hoping we don't have to do that, but I can't just leave Bricksburg, But here's what I can't do. I can't spend 100 hours working on a video, like Area 51, or the other videos I've made that take me an incredibly long time to make because I do all the dialogue and everything. If those aren't going to be monetized, I can't do it. I don't have an inheritance. I don't have tons of money. I need to be able to make YouTube viable. So I just can't do that. And I think, honestly, you guys, I didn't make this for kids, but where is it?
For the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
Holy pretzel, extraterrestrial life? Don't you think someone at the FTC could watch this and think, oh, hey, that's made for kids, click. And then, of course, it doesn't show up to anyone in searches, and I just spent 100 hours making that for nothing. So that's the problem. I won't be able to make videos like that, definitely. I don't have a production crew. I don't have another way of making money. I don't sell merchandise. There's just no other way for me to pay for that. And so I would definitely not be able to make any videos like that. And that really stinks, to be honest, because I love making those videos. They take me forever, and that's why I haven't made a follow-up yet, because too much going on. But that won't be possible. Log.zip. You haven't heard that name in a long time. Yeah. I like his videos. I think they're really funny, but that's one of those gray areas where I don't see how, that could be considered not made for kids under that. You signed. Yay! Good. Was that a toothbrush? Where? Oh, this? No, it's a pen. The whole made for kids thing is stupid. Minecraft videos aren't made for kids. They're made for people who enjoy Minecraft. This goes with anything. Yeah, I agree. But the problem is that we're trying to argue a government agency. So they have already said those videos are made for kids. That fits very easily into their definition. So that's the problem. Therein lies the problem, as you guys see. I'm sorry for the really serious video here, but this has to be talked about because in my creator studio, it's asking me, are these videos made for kids? And I have to say yes or no. I can't just ignore that. I have to say it. So I've been thinking a lot about this and trying to figure out the best course of action. And I'm hoping you guys will act and talk, put your comments to the FTC, that you will sign that petition, that you will have your parents sign the petition, your friends, put your comments, say how much you love family-friendly content on YouTube and how disappointed you will be if, family-friendly content goes away. Stuff like that. But starting very soon, probably this week or next week, I'll be changing what I post to this channel. We're still going to have Building Bricksburg through the end of the year. We have a lot of work to do on our holiday town, our Christmas town, which we're going to start probably next week in Bricksburg. And I'm going to post a few other Lego videos in that time before the end of the year. But starting January 1st, if this doesn't change, then I probably won't be posting any more Lego videos on this channel. As much as I hate to say that, I just don't know any other way around that. Now, it might be that we can find a way to still make Bricksburg videos and just mark them as for kids, and that's just going to be something we do. But that's pretty much what it means. So I'm hoping you guys will stick with me. I'm hoping you'll stick with me, and I'm hoping you will watch other types of content. And if you have ideas for games, join our Discord community, you guys. We have a lot of people that are on Discord that put out great ideas for games on there. I also have a channel where I play Nintendo games. Designer/gamer plays Nintendo. I'm hoping that, Nintendo is definitely a target of this as well. So it could be that we have a problem with playing Nintendo games too. Some Nintendo games like Mario or whatever. But we'll deal with that. That's a much smaller channel and it's sort of a hobby on the side anyway. Like I enjoy doing that, but it doesn't have the gravity of this channel. So anyway, so I play all those other games on the other channel, but I also have a Twitch channel where I stream every single day. But like I said, I'll be posting different types of videos to this channel starting in January or possibly sooner. I think you'll still like them because they're still going to be really fun games and we're still going to have a great time, right? It just won't be Lego. Notification search and stuff is the weird part. Like that's one. Yeah, that is weird. And that's really the worst part about all of it is that if you mark it as made for kids, let's put that up on the screen again. If you mark it as made for kids, you will lose the ability to grow for a lot of reasons. With people like me, so Cheez It Productions, with people like me who do stop motions will be destroyed unless we incorporate swearing to our videos, and which we don't want to do. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm not going to do that. But there are some, I've been looking into this a lot, and there are some opinions where people are saying, even if you do put a swear word in there, that's not going to protect you because if you fall under the other stuff, you know, like bright colors, toys, that still could be considered child attractive. So that may not even protect you, you know. Yeah, I think stop motion Lego channels are at huge risk here. Huge risk, you know, because it's a toy. And I think they look at that and they're like, oh, it's a toy. It's for kids, you know. Atomic says, what about the new Lego Star Wars when that comes out? Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Of course, I want to play it. I really, really want to play it. And we will, either way, we'll play it on Twitch. Whether or not it makes it here to YouTube depends on what happens with all this stuff. But either way, we will play that on Twitch. Because Twitch is not yet, knock on wood, affected by this. So, the other option is to just move everything to Twitch, which is a possibility. We could just do our Bricksburg streams on Twitch. The thing is, I've spent years building this YouTube channel, and I don't just want to make it an archive. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. So either way, the takeaways are, please go and comment. You won't see much Lego content on this channel in the future if things don't change. And if you do, it might just be archives of streams on Twitch. Those are the takeaways. Yeah. It's occurring to me now that even when I search for something I'm interested in, a lot of other videos that I'd like to see about it will not show up. Yes, exactly. That's the problem. If a video is marked as for kids, and a lot of people are talking already about how like half of their library has been marked for kids. Mine hasn't yet, but I think they're going through this in waves. You know, the algorithm is just crawling through channels and deciding whether or not it's made for kids. And Jang, you know, Jang Bricks, he put out a very serious video. I should show it up here on the screen. If you haven't seen it yet, he put out a very serious video about COPPA and how it's already starting to affect his channel. And he talks about, you know, going to submit your comments to the FTC, blah, 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 blah. But that's right here. I'm not going to play it because, you know, I can't play it. But it looks like he's still making videos, which is great. But he does talk in this video about how it's a big problem for him. A lot of videos on his channel have already been marked as for kids. He doesn't believe they're for kids, but, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. And remember, if you have a question for me, the best way to do it is to say to put an @ and mention my name, because otherwise it's kind of hard for me to see it. Can't get Twitch. Yeah, and I know that that's a thing, and I understand. Honestly, I was a little bit upset because I was kind of looking through my clips, you know, because I save clips of my content on Twitch, and I was looking through and I was kind of watching through some of the clips to see what I wanted to post on social media. And as soon as my clips ended, as soon as my clips stopped playing, it jumped to another channel's clips that were relevant, maybe, to me it thought, and there was swearing in there. And I was like, really? Thanks, Twitch. I mean, I know Twitch is supposed to be like the place where it doesn't matter and you can do that stuff, and that's a good thing, I guess, but I was like, great. You know, here I am trying to like keep my channel family friendly on Twitch, and then here we go. And that's why some of you, your parents won't let you go to Twitch, and I understand that. And that's why I do edit my videos and I put them on YouTube. Everything I do on Twitch eventually makes its way back to YouTube, and that will always be the case. Now, even if, and I'm backpedaling a little bit here, but even if I have to mark my whole channel as made for kids or whatever, and I do end up streaming on Twitch some Lego content, it will still make its way to YouTube. I'll just mark it as for kids and it'll just be an archive. I'm not going to let my streams disappear, you know? So if you can't watch them on Twitch, you could still watch them there on YouTube, even if they are marked as for kids, which would stink. But you know, what else do I do? It is people who make kids unsafe on platforms such as Momo who did this just right. Yes. You know, that was a big part of it. A lot of the content on YouTube that was apparently safe for kids wasn't actually safe for kids and it was predatory. But this is a little different. And it's easy to conflate the two. This is not necessarily or at all about those weird Elsa videos and stuff that people were posting. This is more about something YouTube did. I mean, you can't put this any other way. YouTube, knowingly, they knew this. They knew they were tracking people under the age of 13. They knew they were tracking their viewing habits. And they knew they were sending them advertisements. I'm sure some of you guys see advertisements for toys. Well, that's because YouTube is tracking what you watch and showing you advertisements. Now, they're not supposed to do that for anyone under the age of 13. Now, their argument was you can't use YouTube if you're not 13. You know, you have to lie about your age, which of course people, kids were doing. But they knew this was happening because they were showing kids toys and stuff. Like they knew they were kids watching, and that's why they got fined. They had to pay $170 million for this. They got caught doing it. And so what they're doing to try and prevent future liability and issues is move this to the creator. They're saying, okay, it's not our responsibility. It's now yours, which I understand. And maybe that's all they could do. I'm not blaming YouTube for this. I think what they did was wrong. They should never have knowingly marketed to underage kids. They did do that. They got caught. And I understand why they're doing this. I think the best solution here is not to get mad at YouTube for this, but is to take our concerns to the FTC and hopefully affect some change there. Hope I've been clear about this. I know it's a complicated issue and it's an adult issue and it's a thing. DSG, would Dragon Ball Z fall under this annoying rule because its art style is quite bright? Probably. That's the problem here, chicken, is we don't know. We don't really know. Let's put these up on the screen again. This is what they say. This is directly from the FTC. A subject matter that is appealing to children. Bright colors. Fun, cool, games. Visually appealing content to children. That could easily be Dragon Ball Z or anything. Anything. That's the problem. Twitch isn't available in every country either. Good point, Jimmy. It's not. So that's another problem. And that is partly why I edit my streams for YouTube and I put them there so that you can watch them. You can also watch my content on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, designer/gamer. You can watch my content there as well. And this may mean that we need to pull away from YouTube as the primary platform. It may mean that. I don't know. I don't want to do that, but I'm looking at all options here. I don't want Lego content to disappear, but what might happening is it will disappear mostly from YouTube and it'll maybe be only on Twitch. I know this is kind of my brainstorming session for what to do with the channel. But yeah. Lego's a corporation, so YouTube will ignore them. YouTube has an ad problem. It's the same with your search history. Yes. Kids will always do that. There's no way of control. Yeah. If a parent hands their kid a phone with YouTube on it, all a kid has to do is load up YouTube, create a new account, or not. You don't even have to create an account. Say that you're 13 or older and you can use it. So the problem is the parents are not taking responsibility for this. The government's having to step in and take care of kids since parents won't do it. I just don't understand why a parent who's concerned about this cannot take their kid's phone and say, hey, you can only use, and you can there's parental controls on phones. You can lock down a phone so that they cannot download any other apps other than what you put on there. And they could put YouTube Kids on there, and that's it. Problem fixed. But in this day and age that we live, it's never the simplest solution. It's always something much more convoluted and complicated. And I don't know why. It betrays common sense. But that's what it is. But in your comments to the FTC, you could say, look, this is what I recommend. And I'm sure they've heard this a million times, but maybe they need to hear it more. put the responsibility on the parents and have the parents put the appropriate app on their kid's phone. You know, it's a pretty easy fix. YouTube tracks where I live because I live in Rugby, and YouTube gave me an ad for people's which place. Yes. So they do. They track everything about you. Honestly, some people are more concerned about that than others. I'm not that concerned that YouTube knows what kind of stuff I like to watch. Some people are concerned about that. You can turn off ad tracking if you want. But yes, they know where you live. They know what you like. They know what kinds of videos you watch. They know all those things. And that is to make advertising more specific to you, because when advertising is specific to you, then it becomes more effective. And honestly, I've never had a problem with that. I would prefer to see ads that are relevant to me. I prefer that. I think it's fine. Now, I don't have a small child. If I did, I might be a little more concerned, but then again, not really. If my kid is seeing ads for toys, it wouldn't really bother me. But some parents are bothered by it, and that's understandable. But those parents only have to download the YouTube Kids app, and the problem is solved. Tomic says, so what are you going to upload next on this channel? That's a great question. It will be edited streams. So it'll still be Let's Play stuff. And you guys prefer, on this channel, you prefer edited videos. Live streams don't ever do as well as edited videos. So it's going to be an edited video of gameplay. You know, just 20 minutes, 20-ish minutes. It's probably going to be from a new game, but something that's not directed towards children. So Star Wars, Planet Zoo, things like that. I'd still like to stick with games that are a little more, that allow me to have my design sense, you know, because I love designing and I like games like that. So I'm also going to upload my classic games. I play classic games on Twitch. I just played an old game. I'm going to upload that to this channel. Anything that's not Nintendo will be uploaded on this channel. And I'm going to try and upload things that are not specifically, that couldn't be misconstrued as just made for kids. So if you guys have an idea for what game you'd like to see, remember you can join Discord and you can let me know what games you'd like to see. They should have just did it where the kids watch YouTube Kids, and then on YouTube it's just, you can do, yes, I agree. And maybe if enough of us say that to the FTC, maybe they will say, hey, you're right. Let's do that. That's a perfect solution to the problem. I don't understand why it's more complicated than that. And I really wish, I'm not blaming YouTube for this, but I do really wish that YouTube would have fought harder and said, look, we have an app that is for children, YouTube Kids. If a parent lets their kid use our main app, they are breaking the terms of service, and that is not our fault. I mean, you cannot be responsible for a parent not parenting their kids properly. But YouTube did not fight very hard, and I don't know why. Maybe they just thought they wouldn't win that battle. Maybe that's true. Maybe they were just trying to minimize the risk. Maybe they don't care. Maybe their goal is not to promote family-friendly content. I don't know. I don't know what their motivation is. But I do know that they did not fight very hard for that. They did not make that a solution. Lego Flame says, so will you live stream longer to survive on Twitch? Live stream more on Twitch than I am now. I don't know the answer to that question. Games also get popular via YouTube, and if kids or older people don't see these videos, then the games won't get as popular, like Minecraft. Yeah, I agree. Like The Sims 4. Good question, Lauren and Eric. I have a Sims channel as well, and I've thought, I don't think The Sims is, I think that's definitely beyond the realm of made for kids. There's mature themes in The Sims. Of course, you can play it and not have those themes be too apparent. Like when I play my Sims videos, it's not, I would say it's probably teen. It's not adult rated or anything. I still keep it pretty family friendly, but I thought I could focus more on games like that, like The Sims. I have a lot of fun playing The Sims. It's a really great community. It's not considered made for kids. Yes, some kids watch it, but I think that's a pretty good argument, more so than a toy, you know? So yes, I think I think I will definitely make more Sims videos. I had planned on making a Sims 4 series. I think I will push that up to the foreground. We'll do some more Sims stuff. I'm a gamer, you guys. And if I cannot play Lego games, I'm going to play other games. So I'm going to continue gaming. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to do my best to fight this, but I'm going to comply with whatever law ends up, whatever the way they write it, I'm going to comply with it. You have to. That's the way things work. And I respect the law. But I'm going to find out a way to make it work. Are you streaming later? Yes. Thanks for bringing that up, Beans. We are streaming Minecraft later. Here's my schedule. And as a reminder, if you go to my website, if you are under the age of 13, please get your parents' permission to use it. However, I do not collect any personal data whatsoever other than, if you sign up for my newsletter, which I haven't put out yet, but I'm going to be doing that in the future so I can bring more awareness to when I post a video. If you sign up for my newsletter, all I collect from you is your name, whatever name you want to provide, and your email. That's it. So I don't collect any information. So my website is safe and compliant with COPPA. Peely Boy. Okay, well, bye then. Sorry, did you ask me a question? Oh, you're saying bye. Bye. Sorry, I hope I've responded to everyone's questions. I'm bad at that sometimes. YouTube's motivation is money. They might have been afraid of further fines. The kid-friendly content is a big source of revenue for them, so they will make things better if they can. Yes, it's a business, and I understand that, and they need to make money. And the only reason why I thought maybe they're discouraging kid-friendly content is because maybe they just don't want to deal with this. They know they can't make money from kid content. If they can't do interest-based ads on kids' content, they're not going to promote it, which is why notifications are disappearing. I'm sure the FTC wasn't like, oh, you can't put notifications, you can't put it in the search. No. YouTube did that because they don't want to promote videos that they can't monetize and make lots of money from. They're a business. They need to make money. So that's why they're disabling those features. I think. That's my opinion. That's why they're disabling those features. Because they know if they can't make money from your video, what's the point in promoting it? So that's why it feels like they're wanting to kind of squash kid-friendly content because they know they can't make money from it. And that stinks to say that, but I understand. They're a business. They need to make money. Some YouTubers live off Lego, Minecraft, etc. If kids or older people don't watch, they can't get money to live. Yes, exactly. That's the problem. A newsletter. Yes. So what I'm going to do, the schedule will change. Yes, the schedule will change. I'll be changing my Twitch schedule to incorporate more non-Nintendo games that we can put on this channel. So that's what will change. I'm still going to live stream everything on Twitch. And you guys, I hadn't even thought about this before I started streaming today, but maybe Bricksburg, the live streams anyway, move to Twitch. Of course, like I said, Twitch is going to be affected by this too, probably. But maybe Bricksburg live streams move to Twitch, and then I upload edited versions as strictly an archive to YouTube. And I understand that I can't monetize those videos. It's a possibility. I don't want to do that, but I also don't want to see us stop building Bricksburg. I love Bricksburg, and I love Ivory City, and I love Sheila's adventures there. But yeah. So the newsletter, if you signed up for a newsletter on my website, the newsletter would go out weekly, and it would just be a digest of each of the videos I posted that week. So it would be like, hey, what's up? This is DSG. Here's the videos I posted this week. You might like them. And that's just because I really need a way to communicate with you guys outside of YouTube's notifications, because a lot of times people don't even get notifications when I post videos. That's just the way it is. And I put it on Twitter, but that doesn't reach everybody. Discord does reach some people. I think 100 or so of you guys are on Discord. But the newsletter would help me reach even more people. And if I'm going to make this work, I have to reach more people with my videos. So you don't need to sign up for that. And in fact, if you get one, you can just unsubscribe if you didn't want to get one. But it would just be a newsletter weekly that would show you all my videos that I posted, and it would have links to all those videos and maybe like a thumbnail in the video. Hello, Nitsako. Hi. YouTube make videos about advertiser friendly, basically kid friendly. Yeah, exactly. Back when this whole adpocalypse stuff happened, YouTube was like, make your videos family friendly so that you can get fully monetized. And that was fine for me because I love making family friendly content. And now this happens and they're like, well, I still have yet to hear a distinction between family friendly and kid friendly. I don't know that they even understand where the line is. If they're going to make a law, I think we can all agree, if they're going to make a law, they need to make the law very clear so that everyone understands. You know, you're on the street, right? You're driving. You see a speed limit sign. What does it say? So it tells you a speed limit. You know exactly how to obey the law, right? With most situations in life, you know how to obey the law. There are some situations where it's gray, I guess, but this is just too vague and too gray. And I don't even know how to make content that's not attractive to children, but also fits my brand. Like, what does that even mean? You know? They ought to be able to put kid-targeted ads on videos that are marked for kids. That doesn't involve tracking. So yeah, that's a good point, Topplenut. So what they will do, they will still put ads on videos that are marked for kids, but they are not interest-based ads, which means they only make about 10% of the revenue. Basically, it's a random ad, just blasted out there, which is very cheap. It's very cheap to buy those ads because they're just blasted. They're not interest-based, meaning the advertiser doesn't know anything about the person seeing the ad. And those ads are very ineffective. They're very ineffective because they just reach every eye, regardless of what the person's wants and likes are. So as a result, they're very cheap. So YouTube will show those ads, but they will only pay the content creator, 10% of what they would be making. So not only are your videos going to be basically invisible, but you're only going to make a small fraction of money. So obviously they know that this means that people won't make those videos, because unless you're just making videos as a hobby, which some people do, and that would be fine, you're not going to get anything out of it. If YouTube dies when there isn't good video place for us. Yeah, well, it's not just about YouTube though. This would apply to any other platform. So it's more of an issue, not so much an issue with YouTube as it is for the FTC. So we just have to make it clear to the FTC how we feel about this, and we can go from there. So how long? I think I've been streaming for a long time, you guys. So if you have any other questions, let me know in the chat. But otherwise, that's the gist of what's happening. I'm still going to be making Lego content through the end of the year because we have until then to really before the changes really take effect. And but in the meantime, though, I'm going to incorporate other things to this channel before then that are not Lego related, but also me gaming, having fun. Hopefully there's a design element involved like Planet Zoo. But that's about it. I get Nutella nut ads. I'm allergic to hazelnuts. I wish they would stop advertising something to me that would kill me. Right? That's funny. Sorry, not funny, but you know what I mean. Classic YouTube indeed. Ethan says, is there any way it won't happen? Yes, Ethan. Yes. So you or your parents can go on to, there's a link in the video description, and you can add your comments of how this makes you feel. Now, if you go and sign the petition, there's a link to that as well. You can sign the petition, and on the petition are talking points that will help you with your comment to the FTC. For viewers specifically, this is, these are the talking points. Basically, these are the ways they think that it will affect YouTube. Children will have less quality content to watch on YouTube. Here, can I zoom in a little bit here? I don't know if you guys can see that. You can read that. Okay. You might have to zoom in, but maybe you can't do that. I don't know. Let me zoom in. Control plus. I can't zoom in. Oh, here we go. 100%. 200%. Aha, there we go. Okay, children will have less quality content to watch on YouTube. Children will see more mature content on YouTube. This especially harms young audiences that share interests in topics like special needs, faith, minority groups, etc. Limiting quality free content for kids expands the digital divide. Creators will move their content from free ad-supported platforms to subscription-based platforms. Creators will do more brand deals to make up for losses from ad revenue. One of you guys mentioned Patreon, or some of you guys mentioned Patreon. That's an option. I don't like that idea. I like the idea of making money from advertisements. I don't want to ask you guys for money. I don't think I need to do that. I don't want to do that. I just want things to be the way they have been. Share what you like about YouTube for you and your family, that you like the entertainment, that you like the connection and community. And you would lose the community on the videos marked as for kids. You cannot comment on videos made for kids, so that community goes away. And the community tab goes away. Diverse content from creators who share my unique situation or interests on topics like special needs, faith, minority groups, etc. Share what you prefer about YouTube compared to other entertainment. And there's other things here too. There's also talking points for creators. So if you are a creator and you make content on YouTube, which I know some of you guys are, these are the talking points about how this will affect you. So be sure you make a comment. Things could change. That's what's great. I love our country, you guys. And I love that we live in a free and democratic society. So if you don't like the law, you can change it. We can change it. We have that power. We just have to speak up. We have to say something. We have to get involved. That's how we can fix this. And I'm so glad that there are so many YouTubers talking about this, especially the big YouTubers who have a big influence. They're talking about it. They're saying how we can fix this. They're saying how we can work together. That's what I'm trying to do too. I'm not a big YouTuber, but I'm trying to express how I feel about this, and I'm trying to let you guys know what you can do to help save family-friendly content on YouTube. Okay, I'm losing my voice, and I've been talking for over an hour, so I'm going to get going. If you have questions for me, though, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, or you can hit me up on Discord. Preferably not a private message because I get so many of them and I can't respond to all of them. But if you want to hit me up in a thread, mention me there. That's the best way to reach me, or Twitter, or Instagram. You can comment on one of my photos. Yeah, or send me a comment on the website. I'm happy to answer your questions, or even on this video. Leave a comment on the video. I will definitely check the comments and respond to them on this video. But yeah. Okay, guys. This is not all bad news. The takeaway is that we are still going to be creating content on this channel. I'm a gamer. I'm not going to let them tell me to stop gaming. I'm not going to change the way I am. I'm not going to start cussing. I'm not going to talk about, mature topics. That's just not me. It's not me. And I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to keep making videos. And I really want to keep making Lego videos. So, that's it. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. Remember, I'll be streaming on Twitch later today. I am playing Minecraft with you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. Be sure to check my schedule for my live streams, and I will continue posting videos on this channel and also my other channel, so be sure you subscribe to that channel as well. And that's it. When is your next Lego Worlds? Good question, Ethan. I know I'm so far behind in Lego Worlds. I've been really stressed about this lately. It's kind of really put a hamper on my creativity. But I am not going to, even if the next video I do gets marked as for kids, we have to see how our friends in Ivory City deal with these aliens, don't we? We have to. So I have some time set aside today after the live stream to work. I've been building a big, so I'll just give you guys a little clue here. So the aliens have a home world, right? And I left some hints in the first episode about why the aliens have come to Ivory City. But basically, they need an inexhaustible power source because their home planet is running out of power. So I've spent several hours and days actually building the alien's homeworld. So I have some time set aside today to work on that. We're going to get that video out to you guys, the conclusion of that. And we're going to do as many Lego videos as we can over the next, between now and the end of the year. And I'm hoping for the best. All right, my friends, I will see you later. Thanks for joining. You guys are the best. Have a great day, and I'll see you later on today for our Twitch stream. Bye, guys.